The menace of hoax bomb threats to Indian Airlines continues. In the month of October itself, more than 125 aircrafts flying in and across the country and also internationally have already received these bomb threats. All these threats have come out to be hoax. Even as I speak, there are fresh reports and fresh inputs of bomb threats that have been given to several airlines out here in India. Over the last 3 to 4 months, this has become a norm. We have seen initially that how many schools out here in the national capital initially received these bomb threats. Post that, there has been bomb threats that has been issued or bomb calls that have been made to agencies in airports and other places as well. The investigation of this entire matter is continuously being conducted by several agencies. But if we speak about the incidences that has happened in Delhi and how the Delhi police is looking into it, definitely there is some sort of a headway that has been made. But if we look at the entire issue at large, definitely it seems like that the investigation has come to a grinding halt. Now, the Delhi police during this initial investigation that it was investigating about the bomb threats that were issued to schools, they had been able to figure out the IP addresses. The IP addresses from which these mails were shot out actually belonged to Russia. And then eventually, after investigation that was conducted in the country, the IP addresses were, along with the substantial evidences that the Delhi police had, all of that was in fact sent to Russia. And till now, there has been no reply that has been given from their side at this point. And now, in fact, just a few days ago, the bomb threats that have been issued to several flights out here in India, their IP addresses were traced to Europe in places like London and Germany as well. Now, the Delhi police is in the process of identifying that exact IP address, because that IP address was masked is what we are being told, and hence this entire investigation has come to a halt at this point in time. Yes, a few arrests or a few detentions were made initially in this entire matter, but all these detentions were actually of underage kids or juveniles who actually got influenced by this entire news and then eventually shot out messages to airlines and probably to their schools as well. So this is something that has come to the fore, but still it is not clear who is the person behind sending these hoax threats to airlines, which has become a massive menace. In fact, the Ministry of Civil Aviation yesterday came on record and said that they are working on a law. That law will actually ensure that the person who is responsible for sending out hoax threats to airlines, they could be kept in the no-flying zone. It is being looked at this point in time. It is being pondered upon at this point in time. Suggestions have been sought from several ministries, including that of the Law Ministry as well. So definitely the government or somewhere or the other is trying to find a way to make sure that this menace that has been created over the recent past, in fact, over the last 20 days itself, as I said, that more than 125 flights have already received these threats, and this actually becomes a massive headache not only for the airlines but also for the passengers who are traveling in these airlines, because according to the SOP, once the threat is made or once that information is received by that airline, then they have to follow all the SOP, which includes parking the plane, deboarding the entire plane, and then carrying out a massive search operation in that entire area, inside the entire plane. So definitely it takes a lot of time for the agencies to go through it, and hence it is becoming a massive headache for the agencies as well as for the airlines and also for the passengers who are paying that hefty amount of money to actually travel through these airlines so that they could reach their destination at the earliest. So definitely the government is looking into it, but yes, the biggest question that still remains, who is the person behind sending these hoax messages, what is his motive, and if at all these threats that the Indian Airlines have been receiving for the last 20-25 days, are these connected? All these questions are being looked into. The entire investigation is being carried out at this point in time. It remains to be seen how quickly can the agencies actually go ahead and make sure that the person who is behind this menace, he could be brought to the books, so that some sort of normalcy could yet again return to air travel, because over the last 20 days, definitely that normalcy seems to be lost.